Well, folks, welcome back. We're already stumbling over the intro there. Holy moly. And folks, we are taking a look again at Forge, the open source Magic the Gathering rules engine. Play Magic the Gathering against the AI, against other folks if you happen to set up your network correctly. And folks, I got something special for you today because I got two new decks here. I think we'll take a look at energy first. Let's see if we can load that up. And these two decks have kind of been kicking around in my mind for a little while. And the challenge with energy, and this has been kind of what I've been was struggling with for a while, was I knew I wanted an energy commander. I knew I wanted to build it in blue, red, and white, and I was struggling between, I had Dr. Madison Lee, you have Liberty Prime. I think there's another one that's somewhere kicking around in here. And I ended up settling on, if we go over to Commander, Satya, Aetherflux Genius. That's what I ended up going with. Because I was looking at, I think, and this is the issue with the other energy commanders, if you're building around Madison Lee, the problem is that she doesn't really finish out a game in any way. She has benefits. You can see, whenever you cast an artifact spell, you get energy. You can buff your creatures, you can draw a card, or you can pull back an artifact from the graveyard. And you can only do one of those each turn. So she's kind of a cheap commander, but she doesn't really finish out games. And then I had Liberty Prime, and Liberty Prime, the problem with Liberty Prime is it doesn't really have a way of, you have to sacrifice an artifact to get any kind of energy from it. He's good to swing in with, but he doesn't really make energy on his own. You need to constantly be sacrificing artifacts, and if you're going to swing in with him, you need to have energy. So Liberty Prime I just didn't like, just because it seemed like you really have to build the deck around recurring artifacts. So instead I built it around Satya, and he's 1 blue, red, and white, has Menace and Haste, and whenever he attacks, create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of up to one other target non-token creature you control. You get 2 energy. At the beginning of your end step, sacrifice that token unless you pay an amount of energy equal to its mana value. And in this deck, we happen to have a lot of things that will give us energy, so we're usually going to be paying for it to keep the token around. So one of the struggles, one of the other things I wanted to accomplish with this deck is I was getting a lot of fun little creatures that were red, white, and blue. You can see I got Captain America in here, Sonic the Hedgehog. I think I threw Lightning in here. And I kind of wanted to create you know, obviously with Satya, the main thing you want to be doing is swinging in. You want to be constantly attacking. So I felt like Sonic the Hedgehog really fits well with that. And there's some good synergy between, you know, his, whenever a creature you control with Flash or Haste is dealt damage, create a tapped treasure token, because Satya has haste. And I noticed a lot of these things that I was throwing in here were ending up having haste. And then with Captain America, he's more of a Voltron commander, so you want to have a bunch of equipment that he can attach to himself, which I thought also fit well with Satya, because you could start attaching everything to Satya, and you're going to need to swing in with him anyway. So I felt like there was a good synergy between just having a lot of equipment you could slap on him, and yeah, so that was kind of my thought between having those two cards. And if anything, the third one that I put in here, Lightning Army of One, doesn't really fit with the rest of it. It doesn't have haste. It doesn't really care about you know, about equipment. I mean, you can strap equipment onto her, and you know, she has First Strike, Trample, Lifelink, and then she doubles damage after she does damage. So all that's fine. I would say, if anything, I would probably pull Lightning out of here. I think it's the least fitting of all the different you know, legends I have in here. And I considered putting in a lightning box, just because the problem with Satya is that he creates... So there's a couple of restrictions on the token he creates. Number one is, well, it's good if you target a legendary creature, the token he creates is also going to be legendary. So you will have to just you'll have to sacrifice one of them to the legend rule. So I considered putting in a mirror box. I don't think I ended up putting in the mirror box though. It doesn't look like I did. Which is fine. Generally I don't want to there are better targets for, you know, the other creatures we have. We have plenty of other creatures that aren't legendary. The legendary creatures are mostly just there to be the thing swinging in. And I feel like even Emoer here might need to be thrown out. This, you know, I haven't actually built this in physically yet. I have some of the cards. For this one, I have a decent number of these cards. But there are some that I need to pick up. So, okay, so you got Satya, you're swinging in. What do you want to be copying? I've had the few games that I've played with this deck. Guide of Souls is great to copy, having multiple of those triggers. He has, whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life and add 1 energy. Whenever you attack, you may pay 3 energy. When you do, put 2 1/1 counters, and a flying counter on target attacking creature becomes an angel, in addition to the other types. So really great synergy with the rest of the deck. And if you start making copies of Guide of Souls, you can start dumping a ton of 1/1 counters, especially as you get all that energy built up. And you know, you'll be gaining life and getting energy, and so the Guide of Souls is great. I've also found Razorfield Ripper to be pretty good. Whenever he he's also an equipment. So I also was looking for things with reconfigure in them that are both a creature and an equipment to synergize with, you know, Captain America and you know, strapping on as a Voltron commander. So when he has this, Razorfield Ripper has, whenever he attacks equipped creature or himself, you get 1 energy, and it gets plus X until end of turn, where X is the amount of energy you have. So that at the beginning might only be 4 energy or something like that, but then by the end of the by the end of the game, you're swinging in for 80 or something with them. Great to copy him and have giant 80/80s swinging in. I've also found Salvation Colossus, great to copy. You'll see these are 8 mana. So you will have to pay 8 energy to keep that token, but Salvation Colossus specifically, great for this flying vigilance trample. It's a 9/9, and that alone is pretty decent to copy. But then it has, when you attack, whenever you attack, other creatures you control get +2/+2 and gain indestructible until end of turn. That's really huge, because you could swing in with a bunch of things, and I know I'm worried about losing any of my creatures when I'm swinging in, so having that indestructible placed on them. And I'll also mention, if you get more than one, if you start copying Salvation Colossus, those +2/+2s start stacking. So you're going to be swinging with these huge creatures that are indestructible. So Salvation Colossus, really a great card with this deck. The rest of these, yeah, you could see, I'm not sure why Goldspan Dragon is in here. I guess there's also kind of a, I guess I could see why Goldspan Dragon. It's haste. It makes a ton of treasure tokens, and I actually, some of the things that were, some of the equipment here, just to go over briefly, I threw a Quarry Steel Cutter here. I think it's kind of lacking in the games that I've played with it. It does create prowess creatures, which are fine. It's a good, 1/2 that'll, a good 2-drop that'll probably generate a creature, if you have anything else to play on that turn. And it gives trample and haste, so I guess that's why it's an equipment. It gives trample, it gives haste. That fits in with the deck, I suppose. I will say this Brotherhood Regalia. This thing is pretty good in here, because you could attach this for only, the equip cost is 1 for a legendary creature, and it gives the equipped creature Ward 2. It turns it into an assassin, and it can't be blocked. So you can put that onto Satya, and then just constantly swing in with them. And nothing will be able to block. So similar to, what you're looking for is either a Salvation Colossus, a Brotherhood Regalia, and I'll say the other thing, we also have Reconnaissance, which allows you to pay 0 to remove an attacking creature. Not as good. A Hammer of Nazan. This thing's pretty solid. It gives indestructible and 2/0. I originally had one of the pieces of Kaladra in here, and I ended up removing it because this thing is just better than that. It's 4 and 4 to equip, and it also, whenever Hammer of Nazan or another equipment enters the battlefield under your control, you may attach that equipment to target creature you control. So, basically free first equip. So pretty solid. I'll say, let me see, what other, I think the other equipment you can see there's some other equipments in here. Nothing really that stands out. A bunch of artifacts that generate extra mana. You know, if you get one or more, you get twice, you know, that sort of thing. One of the things that's helped me close out games has been Aether Revolt, which is whenever you get one or more energy, Aether Revolt deals that much damage to any target. You can use that to start, you know, taking out creatures, or you can hit an opponent's face with it. So that's been pretty solid. Nothing particularly standout-ish in here. Oh, I should also say one of the things I attempted to do with this deck was get it to a bracket 1, a bracket 1 or a bracket 2. So I eliminated, you know, the usual suspects that I would throw into a blue-white red deck. So there's no Smothering Tithe, no Rhystic Study. Instead, I opted for Propaganda, and that has worked all right. The AI just seems to actually pay for it, though. I think there might actually also be a white version of Propaganda that to hunt down. So yeah, I would say that's the main part of our deck here. Yeah, I don't think we have, you know, I also try to get rid of all the you know, pay when life searcher deck for these two types of land cards. Oh, what are they called? Filter lands, whatever those things are called. Having a brain fart here. Just my mind completely blanking on what they're called. But I wanted to get rid of those just because it's a hassle to deal with that in physically. You know, if you have to, you know, if your deck is filled with those things, you're constantly playing it, sacking it, searching your library, shuffling it, you know, it just, so to try to limit that, and, you know, just because this is a lower power deck, I remove those. So a lot of it, so yeah, all these things are just, these ones I think I dislike these the most. The lands that tap for 2 different colors of mana, but then they bounce another land to your hand. I've made the mistake of playing that as the only land, and then it bouncing back to my hand and me accomplishing nothing. So I have to be careful when playing this to make sure that if I have one of these, that I play it at least as the second land. It's not the first. So all right. So this is the deck. Let's go ahead and jump into a game. And we'll give it a shot. Let's see how it plays. All right. Yeah, I think this is a solid opening hand. You control 2 or more basic lands. So we can play this tapped. We don't need to you know, wasteland? Turn 1 wasteland? That's annoying because it gets, it was my only red source. I should have been paying attention more. Well, clearly we're gonna get, man. Wastelanding on their first turn. That's commitment. Okay, so we'll play this. We're not gonna be able to. Oh, it's gonna come in tapped, isn't it? It's my 3rd turn, right? See what turn this is? Drawn this, yeah, and see what turn it is. I think because this was my first turn was the land he blew up. So I think it's gonna come in tapped. So let's play this. And the land enters the battle, you get energy. That's good. I think we'll play this creature. Yeah, we'll take the hits. They're ganging up on me this game. HELIOS One is nice. It makes a little bit of energy. Whenever you get energy, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. That's good. We don't have energy. We don't have anything that would give us. I mean, we might have to play the starting town. Yeah, you know, let's play starting town, just so that we can kind of fix our mana a little bit. I guess maybe I should have played this first, then land, because then I could have buffed this. That's fine though. Tiny little misplays don't matter. And then we want to get. I think we want to get Satya now. And then white, blue, not the, yeah, the pay the life. So he has menace as well. So if we swing at this fella here, he's not going to be able to block him. And then we'll copy this. We'll attack you with it. Put a 1/1. Yeah, let's put a 1/1 on that thing. And so we got some energy now. We can pay for the token. Let's pay 2 energy. Which one? Oh, that makes sense. Oh boy, he's coming in at me. He's coming in at me. I guess we'll take it. Wait, why is everybody blowing up my stuff? He got rid of the fabrication module. What did he use to... He used an abrade. They're really going in at me. I mean, I can understand why. Do we have enough to play this? I need 5. I do have 5. It's a lifelink. I'm not going to be able to copy and keep him this turn. Oh, I should mention the other thing about Satya is that he can only copy the original version. It has to be a non-token creature that he copies. So you need to keep the original around. Yeah, because this guy's 5 mana, so we're not gonna have enough to keep him around. We could swing in and get some life. Whenever that's a landfall. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to keep him around. Let's swing at this guy. And we'll make a copy of the Royal Cartographer. Switch defender. with the Royal Cartographer. Unfortunately, don't get the. I mean, hopefully we get a land next turn. Yeah, we'll spend the 2 to keep it. Oh, wow. If you discard a card, draw a card. Wait, but it should go to my hand, right? What did he do? What happened to my... Something killed it. How did it... Peanut common. I'm confused now. What, how did it... Enters, you may destroy... Oh, man. Wow, they're really... This is what happens when you don't, I want to say we have something that can, whenever Rex deals combat damage, the card. Choose target in your graveyard. Exile with a brain counter. Rex has all activated abilities or cards. Yeah, so you'd get the activated abilities. Man, he's an artifact though. I wonder if we could turn. Yeah, so I could probably play her next turn, and then I'd have to wait a turn unless I got something with haste. That's good. I think we're gonna Madison Lee though. White, blue, red. We don't have enough to do this. Man, they're really giving me the business right now. Well, copy Madison Lee's not gonna help us. Make a copy of the cartographer. There's something that I can. Just bounce off. Okay. And then maybe I'll sack it. So yeah, I want to get five energy, but we're just not. We're not there to getting 5 energy. I think we'll say no. I think we'll actually say no. Oh man, they're really coming in on me. Maybe I should. Yeah, it's 50. I mean, I have nothing that's flying. Man, getting that thing back. Them blowing up that one thing really put me behind. Because I have no flyer. I could have something with lifelink. So I think we'll. Actually, I should have done. I should have gotten the counter on the previous turn. Return target artifact. Yeah, so we'll pay that. We'll get the Sphinx. So at least we got the Sphinx now. I can't say we have much else to work with though. This is good. We'll play this thing. And that can be used to double. I think I'm gonna have to just hold back here because I'm worried about them swinging in with anything else, unfortunately. thing is an 8/6. It has an experience counter. Okay. Oh man. I think I'll take the 6 in the hope that I can actually start gaining life. I don't know. Can I afford to take the 6? Take it. Down to 13 though. See, this is the problem with okay, so we're getting some more. Yeah, that's good. We'll take that. This is the problem with the we got some energy here, but I guess we could make a new. What do we swing Satya at? Because unfortunately Satya doesn't have much protection right now. And he comes in with haste. Do 3 damage to that. I wanna swing in with these two things. I think we're gonna lose Satya though. Which will just have to happen because there is. I desperately need to gain life. And we'll make a copy of this guy. Attack this guy. He's not gonna block Satya? I'm honestly a little bit shocked about that. Okay. So we get some life. Which is critical right now. I hate to pay 1 for the red, but we need it. Blue and a white. Some EEs. And this is going to be useful because I'm gonna make a couple of bird tokens. Now we're starting to get that abundance of energy. So I think we're in a better spot. I'm thinking if we need to, I think we, to protect this thing, I think I'm gonna actually pay to equip it. If Satya dies, we just regenerate him, it's fine. We'll just pull him out of the command zone. Yes. I will pay the 5. Okay. Thinking. I'll make more 1/1 tokens. I think I'm hoping that these this guy here I'm a little concerned about. He might swing him with that thing. I'll make another one just to blunt it a bit. If he wants to swing in with it. Okay. Can't block. Okay. could use some kind of board wipe or something that I feel like we're kind of doing what we need to do. I think our answer is just gonna be making a bunch of sphinxes. I think that's probably gonna be the answer. But we'll play this thing. Get some energy. Whenever you cast a spell, you get an amount of energy. Pay 50 energy. I might get there eventually. Start creature in a graveyard. What has activated abilities? This guy doesn't have anything. Nothing. Yeah, they've managed to not lose any of their creatures, so he's not going to be particularly useful. I think we play this thing. Whatever. Whenever you cast Rain, you get an amount of energy equal to mana cost. Okay. So yeah, this is not looking great again. I'm concerned about swinging Satya into any of these guys. It has Menace. This guy has his shields up. Oh, you know, we can also grab another artifact, can't we? Grab the fabrication module. 9. Okay, so I think this is what I'll do. Because he has haste anyway, and I think I have enough here to bring him back out if he dies. So at you, I'm going to send Satya. And at you, I just have the one flyer, so we'll send both of these guys. Right, here we get minus. Yeah, I think that'll be what I want to do. I mean, we'll make a copy of this guy. Send him at this guy. Oh yeah, I can start buffing up Satya, I guess. Yeah, it's not surprising. Yeah, so I had a feeling that they were gonna... Oh, that's not enough to... Right, that's only 4 damage. It's not enough to actually... Put the damage there, I guess. Oh. Make our Satya very big. Yeah, I will say that is the annoying thing here, is having to constantly take care of the triggers. Okay. Okay, so now I have a really big Satya. We have a decent amount of energy. Pay 5. And we're getting out of the danger zone. We're at 27 life now. As we just make more and more copies of those Sphinxes, I think we'll be... each opponent exiles cards on the top row until they exile cards with a total mana value of 20 or more. Okay. There's nothing I can do about it. Oof. Oh. Oh, my Captain America. And my Reaver Cleaver. Reaver Cleaver is solid. So, like, imagine swinging in with him right, with Satya with a Reaver Cleaver. That's 12, that's like 12 treasures. Man, that sucks. Alright. Is it all you wanted to do? You just wanted to wipe out the top of our decks? This guy is down to 3 life, so I think he's probably finished, unless he has some other blocker, some other flying blocker. Oh. Until end of turn. That's gonna be annoying. Yeah, I mean that's where did it? Commander is in the graveyard or exile. How did it exile? I thought it said he got control of it. Yeah, we'll just put it in the command zone, I guess. Well, there goes our giant Satya. Not the end of the world. But we are gonna pull him back out next time we have a chance. Computer really thinking about it. There we go. Okay. Could path to exile something. That'll be useful. Red, blue from there. We can finally stop having to take 1 damage. Get some energy. I guess this thing? Okay. Okay, so we'll swing in. This guy's finished. This guy will send these 2 things, and that should finish him off. This guy, though. This guy. I'm swinging him with this. Yeah, I think... Oh, he can do enough to kill the Sphinx. I don't wanna send the Sphinx at him. Let's send the Sphinx over here. Send Satya over here. And we'll make another Sphinx. And that other Sphinx will go here. And or you get 1 or more. Put more 1/1s on this thing. I feel like it should be trying to... I feel like it should try to block Satya such that he dies, but... what do I know? and maybe next turn we'll buff up Satya or something. How did it escape getting all that damage? I guess it's put on after it does the damage, so okay. So this thing's very scary, but I have a Swiftfoot boot on it, so I think we should be good. And of course we'll spend the 5. That guy's out. I think we're just kind of forcing these guys down. I think I should have enough to play Satya again, because he's what, 4, 6, so he'd be at 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, we do have enough for we do have enough to play him again. And we also have this path to exile in case there's some funny business. Somebody tries to block me. I was thinking about it. I mean, I've fully recovered my health at this point, thanks to these Sphinxes. I think also now the Sphinx is completely out of it. I think we're gonna swipe at this guy next turn, and we have the path to exile something to keep Satya from dying, then we will. But I think if this Manticore takes out a Sphinx, that's fine. Not too concerned about that. Ooh, it's really struggling. I guess this is also in danger. Just gonna get a gremlin. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. What's to come untapped? Get some energy. Energy. Prevent all combat. I mean, I could. I feel like if I path to exile that thing, I mean, I could just swing in this guy a little bit bigger. I mean, I'll swing in at him, and if he has to Kami the False Hope, prevent all combat damage until this turn. I don't think he will, though. I have a good feeling that he's not gonna trigger it unless he's like about to die. Swing with all these. Make a copy of this thing. Okay. Gains a life. We'll put some more. Put another counter on Satya. What do you... It's gonna block a Sphinx? You're not gonna block Satya? That's... Okay, prevent all combat. That's... I had a feeling. I had a feeling I was gonna bait him out. This is only going to become a bigger problem, though. You may have thwarted my strike, but you're only going to get away with it once. And I could use a Sphinx to just draw, you know, a bunch of cards. Oh. It's having trouble. It's having a lot of trouble. Hoping that once we knock this guy out, because it seems like the Forge has trouble when you make a bunch of tokens or just have a bunch of creatures on the battlefield. You turn it. Okay. Okay, he did that. He has done that. I don't think he's gonna swing in. I have so many of these gosh darn Sphinxes. Why would he even block? I guess maybe if I like countered it or something? I guess maybe that's why he blocked. It's really struggling. Really taking its time. I think it's just a consequence of how long this match has taken, you know? That's the trade-off. If you go in with a lower power deck, you know, if I had Rhystic Study and Smothering Tithe and, you know, the Cyclonic Rift, I probably would have drawn the Cyclonic Rift by now. I'd probably be hunting for the Cyclonic Rift, and I'd be able to just clear out their boards and be done with it. But because, you know, unfortunately, with a lower powered deck here, we have to sit here while the AI thinks about can it swing in. It can't. You can't do it. Or maybe you can. Maybe you think you can beat me. I don't know what the AI is thinking about right now. I think what it's doing is it's trying to swing in with every combination of attackers at both players and anticipating how I would block or how the other AI would block. But man, I don't know what it's really struggling. But I'm hoping that we can, if not knock this guy out, do a lot of damage to him. But it's really struggling. Yeah, I don't know what it's doing. This is unfortunately one of the issues with Forge, is that when you get these longer games, larger boards, it just becomes sluggish. And I think, like I said, I think it's due to it just, oh! It did something. Who is it? Oh, it's attacking the other player. I wouldn't have attacked with the... Maybe this thing... return to the graveyard. Yeah, so that thing's gonna go away anyway. Alright. Okay. So he's got these 2 spirit tokens. He's got... That's the only thing, he has just 2 spirit tokens that can fly. Okay. So this, hopefully this should go pretty quickly then. I'm not gonna use the board wipe at this point. Well, let's swing in. Ooh, it's struggling. Struggling. Okay, so this guy, we're sending him, and him, and him, and him, and him, and him. We'll make a copy of him. Okay. You gained a life. We're going to attack him. And then we're going to put some 1/1s in Satya. And then we'll see what kind of blocking it wants to do. It's gonna struggle. Oh, okay. So who's blocking Satya now? Sphinx of Revelation. So they'll kill one Sphinx. But they're gonna block one Sphinx. That's fine. Wait, actually, is this... So we're not going to do enough damage to kill the Bowmaster. Yeah, that's fine. It's not worth it for me to... We'll kill this thing. Should I pump more into Satya? I feel like it becomes a target then. Let's pump one. Let's pump one of these Sphinxes. Luckily, this part is pretty snappy. Even though there's 26 triggers. Okay. He's down to 20. And now he's gonna have these two big Sphinxes coming at him next turn. And he can only block one of them. So I think he'll be out next turn. Let's draw 3 cards, shall we? Okay. That's right, we still have 2 of those. 2 of the cartographers. I guess I'd draw another 3 cards. This guy, see, this guy only triggers an additional combat when a legendary creature dies, right? Yeah, it's not what I would want. Let's play this thing though. Okay. I think that's good. Well, yeah. I mean, we have 335 energy, so I think we're good. Unfortunately, now, well, I mean, we did take out some of this guy's board. They're both down to 20, so I have a feeling neither of them are going to swing. We'll see. I'm hoping that the turn goes a little bit faster now. This declare attacker phase. Oh boy, it's struggling with it again. I think it struggled less with this one. Yeah, there we go. Okay. 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 So he's gonna have two of the big blockers. He's gonna have two blockers for the big ones. But I think he's gonna lose this though. Maybe I should just path to exile this thing. Oh, it's really struggling. Okay, there we go. That was less bad. 3/3 and it just gets 3/3. Yeah. The T45. I mean, you can easily untap with the amount that we have, but so none of these things have. See, if we had the Reaver Cleaver, then we'd have a thing with Trample. He exiled both the Reaver Cleaver and the Quarry Steel Cutter, so both the things that would give us Trample. You know, I do want to just finish this thing up soon. So you know what? Oh, it does have two blockers still. Surveils. Okay. So we'll swing in with these things again. And he has to block these two. And then we'll see. Okay. So they both died. Now all of his blockers are gone. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to go through another one of these. Which one? This one. Okay. Alright. I think I've done everything I can do. I think it's worth it to play the Power Armor. Power Armor's not going to do much in this. We already have the ability to make all of our things, you know, gigantic. I don't think the Power Armor matters all that much. Hopefully this guy will finish off that other guy. He's down to 9 life. You could take him out. You could do it. He's probably worried about he only has 1 flyer, so he's probably worried about it. Okay. You have no more flyers. You have no more things with reach. You can surveil. He surveils again. You can bring back the thing with flying. Did he bring back the thing with flying? He didn't bring back the thing with flying, I guess. We have 705 energy at this point. Still surveilling. That energy, you may pay any amount to destroy each artifact. No, we don't want to do that. We don't need a board right now. We're close to cleaning this thing up. Okay. All right. I think we should be able to finish it this turn, right? So at this guy, we send this Sphinx. He has nothing in the air, nothing that can block it. None of these things can start flying for no reason, right? Okay, so send that at him. This guy's completely tapped out. We'll send that at this guy. He has nothing with flying. Just out of an abundance of caution, we're gonna send an extra big thing. I'm not even gonna swing Satya. I don't need to. There's no point in it. Ah. Is he? Okay. He lives for another turn. And then we have to go through this rigmarole again. I didn't even see that he had a Blink Moth. It's my bad. Okay. Wait, they both survived? How did they both survive? Did he have the Blink Moth? It's like the game that won't end. How did he survive? This guy, I understand. He had a Blink Moth. If you have the Blink Moth, okay, fine, whatever. I get that you were able to block it, but how did this guy survive? Right? I'm confused. I'm confused how he managed to survive. Clearly the answer is I need to swing everything at one of these folks. Just gonna keep surveilling. Mountain. He's trying to find something that can block me. I'm just gonna swing all the big sphinxes at this guy. I don't even know how he survived. You have like a fog effect that I just didn't see? He's surveilling. Still surveilling. Okay. I'm hazarding to only send 2 at this guy. So yeah, he's gonna fire up a Blink Moth. Now, he should take the damage and die. Right? Fails. Okay. I still don't know how that one player survived that one turn. But okay. Well, folks, that was a look at the energy commander deck. It usually doesn't last that long, but you know that is the risk with one of these. When I take out a bunch of the cyclonic rifts and all that other stuff, bring it down to bracket 2. it does make the game take longer. Unfortunately, that's the trade-off with it. It's all right. Well, we'll call it there. And thanks for watching another episode of Forging Anyday. See you on the next one. Adios.